Hello there, welcome to Emerald House of Cars, and today we're going to have a look around this Volvo C30. It's a 1.6 diesel D-drive, R-Design, 3-door in this fiery red colour. But first and foremost, let's have a look. As you can see here, we have these absolutely gorgeous front headlights, looking phenomenal in the front there. Great nick, no scratchy scuffs, marks, anything of the sort, and the same as well goes down here for the set of fog lights, surrounded by this black honeycomb trim all the way around. They just stand out so perfectly against that red bodywork of this Volvo. There we go. Now they're bookending this front Volvo grille with the chrome seat belt all the way across. Absolutely stunning. The honeycomb black design, the chrome trim. This is a gorgeous front grille, and of course we do have our gloss black honeycomb grille underneath there as well. Absolutely lovely. Now just take a moment to appreciate the condition that the car is in. That gleaming red colour all the way around, all over our bonnet there. It's a 3-door car, but it certainly functions a lot like a 5-doorer. A lot of space, a lot of room, and a great design all the way around. I mean, just have a look up and down the side of the vehicle. You got beautiful straight lines, you got tinted glass, lovely black trim around, wonderful service indicator here on the wing mirror, finished off with that beautiful silver back there as well. Coming on down here to our wheel arch, I just want to come down here to our alloys for two reasons. First and foremost, because we are all about transparency here at Emerald House of Cars. I'd love for you to come on down and see this Volvo in person and not see any surprises at all. What you see is what you get. And number two, because I feel like the car has about 80,000 miles on the clock, which may seem a lot, but there's a difference between 80,000 miles ragged around and 80,000 miles treated sensibly. And you know, with an owner that has loved the car, treated it well, and not ragged it around. Now, the way you're always going to be able to tell is the alloys. The alloys always tell the tale of the past lives of the car, and as you can see here, near enough immaculate alloys all the way around. Caliper still looks in good nick. That is a wonderful sign, saying that the past owner has been very sensible with it. Now let's follow our skirt along all the way over here to our next alloy. Now as you can see, 2 for 2, great condition, although we are starting to get some very small cosmetic blemishes just around the edge there. It doesn't affect the way the car handles, operates, drives or performs, but we are all about transparency here at Emerald, so it's worth pointing out, and it adds credence to what I'm saying about past owners treating this car very, very sensibly. Let's come around the back here, and this is where for me the Volvo really excels, because have a look at the back. Have you ever seen a car look anything like this from the back? It's like Miami Vice coming straight here in a Volvo. You've got your tinted glass in the rear, you've got your gorgeous, very uniquely shaped tail lights right there, you see on the right. And you can see that on the left, and they match our headlights perfectly, because as you can see there are no scratches, ghost marks, anything of the sort. Same goes for our chrome C30 badge, our chrome Volvo badge all the way across. And we'll come down the bodywork here. You can see it's in great nick all the way around. Same goes for our matching fog lights down there, and our fog light down there as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Coming even further down, you can see we got even more of that gloss black honeycomb grille. In fact, this one is split, and we even have a chrome trimmed exhaust right there as well. Absolutely stunning. I'll tell you what we'll do as well. We'll open the boot and check out that, because you are not going to see a boot like that. Comes with this insert that you can pull open and access the boot in there as well. Now this wasn't a car made for families. This wasn't a car made for ramming a week's worth of shopping in there. Don't get me wrong, it's still a fair bit of space. You can comfortably get, you know, don't cancel the shopping trips right now. There is a fair bit of space in there. However, it is definitely, you're definitely going to need to push the rear seats forward on this one if you really want to ram a week's worth of shopping in there or ram some luggage in there. You're going to need to do it, but this car does have that option, which is always very much welcomed. It's all about design, it's all about style, but it is not completely sacrificing the space. I've certainly seen cars that are much bigger than this that have much less space in the boot, and the fact that you're getting it with this lovely design feature, which means that you're going to get privacy and security for everything in the boot, I think that's a nice enough trade-off. But let's keep having a look around. Now again, you can see more straight lines all the way up and down the body. Again, being well looked after by everyone involved. Coming on over here, third alloy, and again 3 for 3. It's a phenomenal nick all the way around. I think I'm going to be repeating myself a lot for the outside of this car. Fourth, and yeah, that's 4 for 4 in immaculate condition all the way around. Sensible past owners, and we've looked after it too. Just want to point out, we have a small little issue right here where you can see that the car has been used. Doesn't affect the way the car anything operates in it, doesn't affect the way it drives. It's just a little bit of age showing on the vehicle right there. Coming up over here as well, we also have a little scuff right here on the wing mirror. Just want to point that out to you. Alright, so that's the outside. Let's have a look at the inside now. It's a 3-door, as you've said. So I'm just going to pull that seat forward. It's much easier with my right hand. But yeah, as you can see in the back, I've got these gorgeous, gloriously gorgeous black and white leather seats. I mean, they're just fantastic, aren't they? And they're in immaculate condition. Not a stitch or seam out of place. You also have inbuilt armrests with a nice little pocket there. I mean, they're absolutely wonderful to sit in. I'd highly recommend just booking an appointment just to have a sit in one of these, really. Lot of legroom, all the way involved. And you also have a lovely armrest that comes down right there as well, because especially in times like this, we need to keep our distances, don't we? It's the height of luxury. You even have child locking seats in there, so if you do have a kid or a couple of kids in the push chairs, you can comfortably put them away as well. And the same goes for our front seats. Again, not a stitch nor seam out of place. These are gorgeous seats all the way around, as you'd expect from a Volvo, and you can control them right there with all your levers and whatnot. Coming over here, we have our central locking system, our chrome door handle. We've got our wind mirror controls and our electric window controls, surrounded by carbon right there on the armrest. Lovely speaker in the door, nice cheeky pocket. But I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll hop in and have a look at the cabin. Now the cabin's in great nick all the way around, as you can see. It's been well looked after and maintained, just like the outside. We've got a lovely bit of interior lighting in there as well, absolutely perfect. It'll allow me to shed some light on everything we have inside here. I'm sorry for that, I just had to. We've got our 5-speed gearbox right there. I love the mix of this really light silver contrast against the black, and you've got it with the carbon background all here in the center console. It just looks great. It's a nice little touch. It's a minimalist touch. Coming even further down here, we've got our 12-volt charging point. We've got our hidden couple of cup holders with our locking wheel nut there. I'll just pull the shutters back up there. Lovely manual handbrake. I always love the ones like this right there. It just kind of makes me feel a bit more like a badass, and when you've got a fragile male ego like mine, it just really ticks the boxes. Also underneath our leather armrest, you also have a nice little cheeky place right there to hide absolutely anything that you want. Absolutely wonderful. As you can see, I've already taken full advantage to put my life savings in there. There you go, cheeky 5p. Tell you what, you come and view the car, I could be persuaded to make that 10p. Who knows? Coming over here in our center console, as you can see, here's the slot for the key. Surrounded lovely by chrome and numbered 1, 2, and 3. 3, of course, is to start the car fully, turning the engine on. Although you're putting it in 1 or 2, you can access all your tools right here. Now, this is our center console screen right here, where you can access your AM and FM radio. Absolutely gorgeous, and you can tune it in through there. You can access your volume, your power. You can tune the sound in too. You can connect your phone all through there and use it in and use it in the car as well wonderfully. Sorry, it's a very busy day here at Emerald, and I'm sort of keeping my eye on other customers. Down here as well, we have our air conditioning and our heated seats, and obviously you've got full control of the size of the blast, temperature of the blast, and everything you'd need in between. So a lot of great options here. It's a very functional center console. Now the car, it's gorgeous on the outside. It's definitely one that you want to make a statement. This is the kind of car that you rock up on a first date wanting to assert your dominance. But it's nice to know that when you get inside, they're not sacrificing anything that you would actually need. You really do have all the functions you'd need to pass the drive away, listening to pretty much anything that you'd need, and knowing that your temperature will always be regulated properly in here. Really like that. Coming over here to our art design steering wheel, and you can see it comes in all these different textures of leather. As you can see, you also have a nice little metal, well, I say metal, it feels like metal. Book a test drive, proved me wrong. It's got cruise control settings all there on the steering wheel controls, and of course over here you have your telephone controls right there too. You can see our instruments are very easy to access. Got your blue background there as well, again matches the Volvo blue aesthetic. I've always loved that. It's just a wonderfully designed, wonderfully laid out vehicle. It's very hard to find something to complain about in this, you know. It's not really what you see is what you get. It's more like, what would I expect to be in a car? Oh, it's here. And this car also just happens to look like a Volvo C30. Well, just going to pop out, and I'm just going to pull the little lever that's under there. Let's have a look. I can never quite get this in one. We're going to try today. Oh, there it is. Got you right there. So, just going to pull the bonnet, and let's pull this gleaming red bonnet up as well. Now, this car is a 1.4 litre diesel car in great nick. Does take, there we go, it's much easier to open it if you are fully concentrating. Now, as you can see, here is our engine, our 1.4 litre Volvo engine, and as you can see, it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, this vehicle, just like every vehicle that we have in stock at Elmwood, has undergone our 128 point Elmwood inspection. It's gleaming from top to bottom because not only have we checked everything, we've taken it apart, we've checked that each piece works individually, and then put it together and made sure the whole thing works as a whole. It is an incredible piece of machinery. Drives wonderful, looks great when it's driving. I mean, stick the Miami Vice soundtrack on and you've got yourself a night out with the lads in this. It is absolutely stunning. Called it the red blur when I'm on the road. Don't get me wrong, I'm not particularly one for speeding around in this, but I can certainly see the potential. Definitely. I was just more impressed with how comfortable it was, how comfortable it sat, and how brilliant it looked. I mean, you pull up anywhere in this, someone's going to come out the house and, you know, jaw hit the floor, because it's a great looking car. The red really pops wherever you go, and it's just a wonderful vehicle. I mean, if anything I've said here is even mildly taken your interest, or sort of piqued your interest, wetted your whistle, I should say, fully take advantage of that feeling. Book an appointment with us, book a test drive with us. Myself and my colleagues will more than happily come and answer any questions or take you out for a test drive, because we want you to feel safe, secure, informed and empowered when starting your car buying journey with Emerald. This could be the car for you, but we're not going to tell you it is. Well, I think it should be. It really is. We're not going to force you, we're not going to tell you, we're not going to twist your arm. You come on down here and you tell us whether this is the one for you. So there you have it. That is our Volvo C30 1.6 diesel D-drive R design. It's 109 brake horsepower. It's a 3-door. It's gleaming in red. It's in phenomenal condition. Is this the car for you? You'd be hard pressed to find one that leaves this much of an impression. Thank you very much for watching this video. Stay safe.